Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Making of the River. Let's see what intrepid journey our crew went down to bring you today's production. Adam and Miles also had some new equipment, so let's see what they made of that.
One of our personal highlights, I'd say, working on the show was getting our hands on this beautiful piece of kit. It's got great depth of field, which allowed us to get some fantastic long shots down the river. And I'd say the weight of the camera allows us to get some smoother, more slick looking shots.
I'd definitely say that our biggest challenge was in fact the weather though. It changed every day and it really wasn't good for continuity or for the state of the kit. This P2 took an absolute battering.
Speaking of battering, I received another type of battering from Sam the Sound Man.
Oh my god, yeah, that was a funny one. Amateur mistake, I'll hold my hands up to that one. So anyway, in this week's episode, I had to keep one eye open for my footing, one eye open for the cameramen, because we both had to work together and work in the horrible terrain. It was very wet. And after that, luckily, I was glad to get back in the studio with Tom. We worked through the clips, made sure everything was mastered and of great quality.
And now we have Tom, our editor, who pulls the whole thing together.
So one part of editing I would describe as important is actually knowing the software that you're using. So here I'm using Avid, and with this you can use different keyboard shortcuts in the program. So if I press the letter B, as you can see, it moves it across to the timeline. Whereas if I press Ctrl Z, it takes it back off again, and that just makes it quicker rather than dragging things across.
And that was this episode of The Making of. Hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully you can join us next week for the river, where we'll be travelling down the River Nile. See you later.